Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Well, thank you for joining me this evening. I'm doing a bit of a step back to the past video. I've still got people asking me about this, the Rotorpixel Gimbal that I fitted on this Phantom 2 Vision a couple of years back, and they said, you know, any chance you could do like a proper install video of how it all goes together, and how to take them apart, of course, because yeah, a little bit of a fiddly job. So I said, yeah, I'll do one, and I've been meaning to get around to doing it for a while. There are videos on YouTube, but I've not found anyone who actually covers it complete from start to finish, so I'm going to do that now. So I'm doing this one because this is not the one I'm actually going to fit. This is the version 1. It's got the black 3D printed camera holder and the big motors and the nice sort of metal frame there. No, I'm not going to fit that one because I got this one. This is the version 2, and as you can see it does look a lot nicer. White as opposed to the black, thinner motors and a nicer, shinier top on it. But what did I pay? Well, this one I paid £40 for 2 years ago, and I thought at the time that that was an absolute bargain. Yeah, that's what I thought at the time. 2 years later I came across this one on eBay, no bids, nobody else bothering with it, and I paid £25 for it. Now it doesn't sound a lot, £25, but I'm going to show you the actual receipt from Rotorpixel that came with this quad. Here it is, I hope you can see that. The grand total of $439, which works out at about £340. To pay £340 for a 2D gimbal for a Phantom 2 Vision back then was a major, it was a big step, and people obviously wanted to buy that. Now, as I said, I just paid £25, which is sort of, what, 1/12, 1/13 of the price. So let's get on and we'll fit this, and I'll show you a few hints and tips that I've learned from actually fitting one previously. Now the first thing you've got to do obviously is take off the original fixed gimbal unit. To do that you need to pop this little white plug out, not to lose it on the floor. Now there will be a little black screw in there, which I've already taken out and put on the table and lost somewhere. There we go, there's a little black screw that comes out there. It drops on the table. Now to separate it you need to get your flat blade, push it behind, because there's a little bit of plastic in there that sits on the servo horn, and basically just slide a flat blade in, and you're trying to push this away from the servo horn. So just gently just wiggle, gently does it, and then when it does pop loose, that'll go loose. And it's getting there slowly but surely. So a few more pushes, get in from the top, and you'll see now that just separates away. Before you do this job, make sure you power on the quad and have that sat level, just in case you ever go back to it. They're a bit of a nightmare to orientate right when they're putting back on, so you never know, you might want to go back to stock if you're selling the quad and you want to keep the gimbal for another one. Put that somewhere safe. In fact, I'm going to put that little screw back in so I don't lose it. There we go, screw that in there. Now you can leave that little bit of plastic in, but you need to take this out. You need to put that out of the way, otherwise the camera won't sit properly in the holder. But what we'll do, we'll push that out and we'll keep that somewhere safe as well, just to be on the safe side with it. Does it go that way? I can't know if it goes that or that way. It goes, pop that out. I think it goes back through. There we go. That's a little bit of plastic you need to push out. Camera's off. Now then, normally on your Phantom 2 Vision you'll have white rubbers, which are similar to these ones in here. I always found them too soft and they gave too much flex on the gimbal. I got a lot of vibration, a lot of shake. So these ones are off the GoPro gimbals. You can buy them on eBay for absolutely next to nothing, pennies. Stuffed inside are the roll-up ear protectors, laser cut red and yellow ones. And they're in there because they help to give a little bit more stiffness and stability actually in the rubbers themselves. Now that's my own personal hint. I mean, you can, if you want to, still use the stock rubbers and the little spacers and screwing bits, but for me, no, I did try them, didn't like them, didn't work for me. So to mount this, we just simply put this on like this. Now the first thing you want to do is make sure you orientate it correctly. Grab your servo cable, bring it around the side. So you're going to be plugging that in a moment. Then the job comes of getting these little rubbers on, and believe me, they're an absolute pain in the bum. I'm going to just pause the video whilst I pop these in place, otherwise I might be here for a little while, so bear with me just 1 second. Okay, after a little bit of messing about and getting these rubbers put through, I use this. You basically hook it around the rubber, then pull it through the hole. It's a bit of a trick of the trade. The gimbal itself is in place, so now we just need to plug in the pitch cable, hoping that I did put it on the right way around the first time I did it. It is the same kind of connector as the original one, so it should just push together like that. We might put a bit of tape on there to hold it down. Just turn it around a little bit. Now whatever you do not start up the Rotorpixel without a camera in place, because it will cause damage to it. Fitting the camera is easy. You should be able to just lift it up and push it into place. Now I've not done one of these before, this is a new one on me, so I'm going to just put it down like that, and hopefully it says it just wiggles into place. Yeah. Let's try. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is stiff to get in that. Yeah. Okay. I struggle a little bit here. 1, 2, 3. Well, this is a bit of a bugger to get in. Can we go in like that? Can we get that one in? Ah, I see. Put the right side in and then lift it up. That's how you do it. I'll take it off. I'll show you that little trick again. I don't think it's stuck. You put in, I'll show you, that one first, so it's at an angle, and then just lift and in it goes. There we go. Easy and as simple as that. Ta-da! Camera's in. Last couple of things you need to do, of course, is to plug in this white lead, which is the power for the camera. That plugs in the back of your quad like that. And it says to orientate it towards the pitch motor, which is that way. Now I'm assuming you don't want to get that caught, lift that out the way. And that one sits in there like that. And that's a Phantom 2 Vision Rotorpixel Gimbal version 2 fitted. And you've got one cable there, one plug in there, make sure that's plugged in fully. One that plugs in there from your existing feed. And the pitch cable, which is around the side there. I'll just tuck that in. There we go, tuck that out the way. That's how you fit them. I mean, they're dead easy. So what we're going to do, obviously, is power it on. Let me just grab my transmitter. Got my transmitter. Turn that on. I don't need to put the range extender on. Grab a battery. Battery. In it goes. Now then, I've got a couple of boxes just to put it on. Bear with me just 1 second. I'll just feel it. There we go. No going anywhere without me boxes. Let's stand that on there like that. And then power the quad on. Fingers crossed. Oh, a bit of a noddy dog. Sorted the nodding. It was the additional weight of this, the ND filter kit that I've got on it. I'll need to make slight adjustments to the balance of it, but as you can see now it goes up and down all the way. And it holds itself nice and smooth as well. You can actually go to 90 degrees, both directions, although you never would fly the quad like that unless it was falling out the sky. All the way down, all the way down. That's because there's a cable catching. I'll sort that out, but that's it, it's fitted. Now, there are some changes to make in the software, and I shall go through those with you right now. Okay, in the software, you need to launch it and go to gimbal settings. You'll see you got your pitch, roll, automatic gain control, etc. With the software connected, you can see that the camera is now pointing in the upwards position. Now, you can, of course, just wind the camera down, but every time you go to the full stop mark, it's just got to point up. We correct that in the software. If you change this, the centre, to 450 and press enter, and then let's go back to the quad, you'll now see the quad camera is still sat nice and level. However, using the dial, we can still tilt the camera up too far. Well, obviously that's not what we want. So we need to make a change in the software again. In the software, it's the pitch here, I know, happens to be -600. You might need to have a little bit of a play around with it. Just press enter on that. And what we'll do now is we'll go back to the quad again. Now as you can see now, I can't tilt that any further up than absolute level. Now I know the Phantom 3 and the Mavic does have the ability to tilt the camera further up. If you want to leave that setting or have it so you can tilt further up, it's entirely up to you, but I prefer to have it so the stop point is pretty much level there as it is already. Last thing you need to change is some more settings in the software. In the software you need to change this, the automatic gain control. You need to set both of those to 0. Otherwise the gimbal will exhibit some really strange behaviour in the pitch. Manual speed control, I don't think that actually does anything. I have tried changing that in the past to 5 and 10s and so on, but it makes absolutely no difference to the speed the camera tilts at. Okay, that's all you need to do. And that's how you install the Rotorpixel Gimbal, either the version 1 or the version 2, onto a Phantom 2 Vision. Go out and test play it and see how well it goes. I think you'll probably be really impressed with it. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again real soon.